We like to say that at the beginning of the year, Castle's one big happy family, and at the end of the year, we're one big happy family at Thanksgiving.
Hold on, let's do this without people talking in the back.
Good idea. Ready, and action.
And we have people who have their family members on the crew. I work with my wife. She and I have written a couple episodes together, and Rob Bowman, who directed the pilot and has been the executive producer-director from the beginning, comes from a film family. His father has directed more hours of television than I can count.
Is this how you're going to shoot it?
Chuck Bowman is a fixture around here. He does a lot of still shots for us for the show. He's an amazing photographer. I actually used one of his photos that he took of me hanging out at the poker table right here in the loft for a headshot at one point.
Chuck Bowman has been kind of an unofficial Castle family member since the beginning. So we had a very special episode that we thought Chuck would have a great touch for. It's an episode called The Blue Butterfly that took place in the 1940s.
When Andrew and Rob told me it's going to be a flashback show, and the first thing I thought was, you know, they told me it was 1947. I said, I'm probably the only guy in the building that remembers 1947.
Chuck's experience knowing the genre of film noir was really very important for this, and he wanted to make it look different, sound different, feel different than a regular Castle episode.
Rob, I think quite rightly, kept distance going into the production meeting, sitting at the head of the table, and Andrew Marlowe was there next to me, and Rob walks in. They said, Rob, here, sit down next to Dad. And he said, nope, I'm back here in the corner. And he was back there. And
Oh, I said, nope, you're on your own. Can't help you.
Yeah, it's true, he did.
And background.
I wanted him to just focus on, you know, what he loves to do, which is to direct.
And da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And the goons, please.
I can't call him Chuck, because I just can't. I have too much respect for him. So, Mr. Bowman, he's so elegant and so knowledgeable about films. It was quite lovely working with him.
And action.
First day that we started The Blue Butterfly, when I walked on set and I saw Chuck, first of all, the grin that he had from ear to ear, because he was so excited to create this world.
He's with you, Miss Sinclair.
Yes, and I don't appreciate you lugs mopping the floor with him the other night.
Our biggest day, I think, was probably the first night. I started on a Friday night at 5:30 and finished at 6:30 the next morning. And it was all the club stuff. And there was a lot of extras. We had music, a singer, a little light stunt work.
Well, I just hoped he survived the first night. It was around 2:30, 3 in the morning when the vampires are out. You have got to be on your game. But he said, you know, it woke him up. He felt like a kid, and you know, all the energy was there, and he had a good fun.
When we finished at 6:30 on a Saturday morning, I could have gone another 12 hours. I had no sense of being tired at all, and truly wasn't.
At the cut, resetting.
Let's go good to there. Let's just go into the collision with the unfortunate waiter. I did tell him that I would approach his show with the same
Heartlessness.
black-heartedness that I cut every episode and show no favors. But it was fun because it was literally like watching, you know, Turner Classic movies in my editing room. I don't think there's a strong enough hook to keep the audience, or there's no visual. There's nothing visual to hook the audience, or something. But this is.
What the hell are you talking about? I've watched Rob in an editing room, and I've seen the infinitesimal judgments he'll make, and he will labor over those adjustments to make sure they're just right as he sees them.
But then I think we could look at being wider for this.
Well, you got it. Yeah. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. That you earn it by going fast, and then you open up for a downbeat. Mm-hmm. I said, I'll give you notes, I'll give you my thoughts, but you know, I'm not going to soft pedal it just because you're Dad. I mean, you know, there certainly was no soft pedaling for me when I was coming up.
When I came to California from Tulsa in the early 60s, I was working part-time jobs. I was doing hand modeling, working as an actor, and I was doing part-time announcing. Went into sports producing, then sports casting, and then there was so much happening in the city during those years that then I went out with my sports crew, and we became a news crew for 7 years. And this is in Rob's early days.
I remember I used to go for the KTLA News, and George Putnam would put me on the news dais during the broadcast